Do you ever have something you want to do, but you never seem to get around to doing it because of a host of different reasons? Different reasons that you tell yourself. Maybe you're not ready yet. You've got some kinks to work out, something that needs to get done first. Maybe something needs to be set up before you really get to doing that thing you've talked about doing. I know personally for myself, so often I want to start a project but never begin because I feel like I don't have the right tools or equipment to begin. I feel like the output of that project is going to be not the way I envision it, the project to turn out. I want the project to be something exactly how I see it in my head, but I know that with the tools and skill set I have, that project likely isn't going to turn out that way. And so this prevents me from even beginning in the first place, which is really the biggest hangup that so many of us face when there is something one you want to create or put out into the world. Yet it doesn't happen because we hold ourselves from doing it. I think that's why I wanted to create this video, and I don't know if I'm going to post it or not. I don't know if I'm going to get to the end and say, this is crap, I don't like it. I'm recording this raw for reasons of just trying to get the output finished without being super perfectionistic about it, which is really hard to do because in so many things I like to work on, I really like this polished final output that looks great and there isn't any cracks or chinks in the presentation. Everything is just perfect. But perfect doesn't usually come from the first iteration or the second or the third. Perfect usually comes from many iterations over a long period of time. A really great deal of volume done on one specific area that you are trying to make better. Same thing with polishing a car. You have to go over it multiple times before you get that shine. So I think what I'm trying to say is, if you want to start something, if you really want to have this thing you want to see in the world, if you really want to build it, don't wait to begin. Just start. Even if you don't like how it turns out in the first draft, second draft, third draft, however many times, and you throw it away, it would be better that you had started than never had started at all. Because at the end of the day, we like to create things, and there's something cathartic about that. There's only so much consuming you can do before you get to this point of wondering, what am I supposed to be doing? Why am I here? What's the point of all this? And I mean, that's a bit existential and a little bit, wow, we're really opening up that topic right now. But there's something about creating something that kind of answers that question. Why am I here? I'm making this thing that other people can consume or enjoy. And we do already consume things that other people have created. Yet, perhaps we are doing too much consuming and not enough creating. Because at the end of the day, we're all creators, not just this label that a few of us attach to ourselves, but from pretty much anyone in any industry, they are creating something in some manner or effect, whether that is a physical object or an experience they are creating for someone. We are all creators. And there is this period in time of our lives where we can get stuck in this zone where we stop creating something. We stop making things in the world or making experiences for other people to enjoy and share. And in that space, we can find ourselves not really knowing what to do with ourselves. So this video or recording, or however it turns out, is basically a reminder to myself and maybe to a few other people out there that it's okay to not have something perfect when you start. It can just be a bit rough and whatever, and you can still put it out into the world, and maybe that actually might change how someone takes the next step in their own life. Whether they decide to start that project they've been putting off, or they decide to connect with somebody so they can share an experience with that person. I think that's really what can hold us back at times, is we forget to create. Cliche as that kind of sounds. Yeah. I hope that helps? Question mark? Thanks for listening.